Hello, YouTube. It's me, John, once again, and welcome to another live commentary. This is of the 1992 action thriller on a Plane, starring Wesley Snipes, Passenger 57. Yeah, I wanted to rewatch this movie. It's been a while. He's an ex-cop with a bad mouth, a bad attitude, and a bad seat. For the terrorists on Flight 123, he's very bad news. Always bet on black. Yeah, that's the tagline in this movie. And hey, little Sims, it's about an hour and 24 minutes, so let's get to it. It's pretty short. For an action movie, usually action movies are much longer than this. But this one's a nice even balance. Hollywood should definitely take notes because making a movie 2 hours and 24 minutes is not necessary, guys. Just get me through it. Stop dragging ass like these movies do now, like a James Cameron movie, where his movies can't be 2 hours anymore. They got to be over 2 hours or 3 hours. That's just too long. This is nice and short. And who directed this? Kevin Hooks. I had to do it. It has a starring lead that's black. It's perfect for this month. And I haven't seen it in years. So I bought this movie on Amazon back in the 2010s. And I saw it once. There's no special features, unfortunately, like Blade or some other Wesley Snipes movies. Yeah, British City, I don't care. The Citizen, I don't care. I don't like the villain in this movie. Bruce Payne, just no. He does nothing for me. He's like the discount Alan Rickman. I said in my Bad Santa review because, again, Little Sims, you're not 18. And there's a lot of stuff in that movie that you wouldn't understand. Just saying. Tom Sizemore, Alex Thatcher, Bruce Greenwood, and Elizabeth Hurley in an early role before she was in My Favorite Martian and Austin Powers. But in this movie, yeah, this movie would never be remade because of 9/11. So any movie on a plane, like Plane just came out this year, but it doesn't even reference 9/11 because it can't. The last movie to do that was Nonstop. We get it. That was a tragic event, and it was, it affected me. Kids are watching things they're too young to understand. Don't watch Blonde. That's going to mess you up. I can't watch it because it's just misery. And misery is not entertaining to me. Okay, here we go. We're starting. We got through the opening credits. And I just don't like Bruce Payne. Dungeons and Dragons, this movie, even in Sweepers with Dolph Lundgren, like he's just terrible. I don't know what it is. Just I don't like his face. Alan Rickman's gone, yet we still got this idiot in a lot of films. Well, he's not in as much now because he's old. The subtitles. Let me shut the subtitles off. Video setup. There will be no pain. He's a robot. Even the sixth Tony Cox was really funny. Yeah. Yeah, no subtitles. Off. I said, yeah. I don't want subtitles. I don't want to read. This movie's not a foreign movie. Yeah. He's a little black guy. Again, shut off the subtitles. Come on. Damn it. Preference. Off. Now return. No subtitles. Ah, fuck it. I'll just have to read it with subtitle. For some reason, this DVD I can't shut it off because this DVD player I don't have the remote anymore. I hate early 90s DVDs. They're either dual layer And you can't even shut off the subtitles. Yeah, this is a standard DVD. When did it come out? It was 1998. Yeah, those DVDs are the worst. They should just release this on Blu-ray or 4K or something. Hate subtitles. I can't stand. Keep telling it to shut it off, but it won't listen to me. Stupid DVD player. I got to get another one. Yes. Are the subtitles off now? I don't want to read subtitles. He's just not an interesting actor. He plays the same thing, a villain, in usually 90% of the films he's done, and he's not interesting at all. At least Alan Rickman played good villains and some decent anti-heroes. How come I shouldn't be watching a movie like Bad Santa? Because you're not 18 or at least 17. Yeah, forget it. I can't. I have to read the subtitles. Damn it. Yeah, he's not even moving his face. Like, he doesn't emote. He's just like every Bento that I've seen in the past 10 years. No emotion on their face. It's just like they're on freaking Quaaludes. I'm like, yeah, wake up, okay? This gorgeous black girl. Yeah, I do that in my podcast, guys. Do with it. No, Josh, I'm not too young for Caitlin Deaver. It's half my age divided by 2 plus 7. Last time I checked, that's 26. That means she's the perfect age for me. Yes, she is. If she was 16, I would be in trouble with the law, but I'm not. There's Wesley, man. Never change, man. You're a gorgeous girl. Oh my God. Mixed race, but he's not the villain of the movie, by the way. He's an anti-hero, like Blade. I thought I was like, oh great, Wesley's gonna be the villain. No. I'm gonna just run my fingers through that beautiful hair. You're lucky, little Sims, because in 2025 I'll be 17. Good, well, good for you. See, it was an act. He's not the villain. They were filming something. There's Tom Sizemore. Yeah, you'll be 17. Like, if you were dating Caitlin Deaver, it'd be a problem because you're a minor. Mm, you are beautiful, and yes, I do know what a woman is. hmm And Wesley Snipes has a lot of, he has a lot of charisma because some people think he couldn't act. I'm like, did you see Blade? That's another movie that Little Sims you shouldn't be watching because I watch R-rated movies. I'm in my 30s. I started watching R-rated movies alone back in the 2000s when I was like 15 or 16 years old, but I was more mature at that time when VHS was around. Haven't heard from. I say, well, I told you I blocked him. He's banned from any of these podcasts from now until I retire because I'm tired of him. So tired. Sometimes I just don't want to be bothered. I should have streamed this movie because they have this movie on streaming a lot, but it's okay. I'm only going to see this DVD once on this thing. If I get this film digitally, I don't have to ever read subtitles because I don't like reading subtitles in a movie that's not foreign. He's banned. I said it because I'm like, once you mix these stupid jokes and your brain is mixed up, goodbye, okay? Goodbye. I'm not taking it anymore. We're halfway through February, and I have a lot to look forward to from now until the 28th. Mm-hmm. He also asked, "How did you let me? How did you let me back when you blocked me?" I didn't block you, little Sims. I just removed you, not blocked you. Him, I'm like, no, hide him from my channel. Goodbye. Because, like I said, I don't want anybody. I don't want anybody any mental cases here. I'm sorry, not for me. Josh is a different exception. Him and Evan, because they respect me. They don't go on my chat and say booga 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 booga. No, they don't put a bunch of emoticons. I don't talk in emoticons. I talk in plain American English. There's See, they think he's a woman. I didn't block you, little Sim. It's just that, I don't want to deal with it. That's why my Scorpion King podcast, no chat. Don't ask. Just watch the video when it's on YouTube. You can still watch it. I'm shutting the chat off. That way, I don't have to go through this again. Because, I've had a long, long winter so far since December, and it's a lot. Blink, dude. Blink. Seriously, he's like, I'm on a cold medication. I can't blink my eyes. That's the problem with these villains now. Even back in 1992, they cast these Brintos that can't even blink their eyes. They don't move their face at all. I'm not saying you have to be a cartoon, but move your face, like or something like that. He's like, that's Bruce Payne in every freaking movie or show. Got the charisma of a freaking dry sponge. You don't have to touch his face, dude. You're not intimidating. I'm talking about last year when you blocked me. That's when he was talking about. No, but again, that was last year, little Sim. Don't live in the past. Live in the present. People like to live in the past for everything. That's why they don't let shit go. I've moved on. It's 2023 now. Last year, what I did is null and void. It's in the past. I've already done it. It's over. That's why I removed 2 of my podcasts last year, because the people like to drive me crazy here. And I'm told you, I can shut off the chat at any time. At any time. And I will do that for Scorpion King. There's Wesley's upper body. I only removed you. I didn't block you forever. It's just that sometimes you guys get too much, too chatty. The chat is not. Oh, there's a flashback. Him and his girl. This is a flashback. They think flashbacks are in black and white for some reason. The first time. This is a live commentary, not a Q&A, and not Twitch. Sorry. Yep, Lisa dies. That haunted him. This is why people like these directors that do these live commentaries they do their commentaries on their DVDs and Blu-rays and digital copies. They don't have to worry about people hassling them in the chat because they don't have to go through that. I want to just watch this and enjoy myself. Can I do that? That's not asking for much, guys. Classic just couldn't understand that. If you're a real collector, you would shut your face when I'm trying to talk. I'm the adult here. Me. This is my channel. It takes a while for them to get on the plane because that was just an opening act. Once somebody gets out of hand, I block them. It's that simple. I don't have time for this. I don't have a whole year ahead of me. Hmm. There's Bruce Greenwood. Yep, and that was a foreshadowing from back in 1992 because that would happen in 2001. That's why when I go on a plane, I make sure I'm safe. I don't have a bucket list today. Mm-hmm. Ding. Atlantic International. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Really? You understand black thing? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Sly. How come you were too old for Casey Undercover and Mighty Men? I saw those shows, but you were too old for you were too old for Henry Danger because Henry Danger came out first. It came out before uh, Casey Undercover. It came out right after Mighty Men, which it felt like a remake of that. And I'm like, yeah, because again, superhero things sell now, but they're everywhere now. We haven't had one on Disney Plus yet this year, so I was just tired of Dan Schneider, to be honest, because I was after Sam and Cat, I was like, I gave up on him because he was just like, he didn't finish Victorious. He ruined iCarly with gay stuff and making Carly a secondary character, and I didn't care about Game Shakers or any of that. I just didn't care. They're gonna put a suspicious British man on a U.S. flight. Yeah, that made no sense. But you have to get the villain on there quick because the movie's only an hour and 24 minutes. Without the end credits, 121 probably. This music sounds like the Seinfeld theme. There's Elizabeth Hurley. Didn't recognize her because this is what she was like in her 20s when she did this film. It was 1992. Nobody knew who she was yet, except people in England. And this was not her first film because it didn't say introducing Elizabeth Hurley. I know what French is. Why do I like her better than someone like Emily Blunt? Because she's attractive. Blunt looks like a fish. I'm sorry. That's why she wasn't in Multiverse of Madness. Because Krasinski was there. We wanted to see him, not her. I think that woman was in Kindergarten Cop. Yeah. It's a lot of familiar faces. That other terrorist guy, yeah, was in. This guy was in Cop and a Half. He was one of the henchmen in that movie. Got 5 seasons because again, kids will watch anything in this country. Anything. I'm not a kid. I watch good superhero shows now. Yeah, this is a. In this movie, they put the twist early. No, I actually hate that accent. I think it's one of the worst. But in this movie, it was 92. I'm just glad she's not a lesbian in this movie. I like black girls. What can I say? I've never hid that. That was never a fetish, and it's not woke to like a black girl if you're not black. It's not wokeness at all. That show was a part of our childhood, of course, because it came out when you were like 8 years old. That was in 2014. That was almost a decade ago. But it just wasn't for me. The bad writing, the stupid laugh track, the jokes that the situation. There's no blood because again, it's a kids show. There's nothing. Yeah. If an old guy does like this to you, run. Why are you whispering? We're not deaf, right? I think he was on some Quaaludes or something because nobody is this calm. 57. Art of War. He's reading a book called Art of War. Wink, wink. A foreshadowing 8 years later when he did the first Art of War. It was a part of your childhood. That's great, but I didn't have superhero shows when I was growing up like that. My superheroes were Power Rangers and the DC animated shows like Batman the animated series, Superman the animated series. It just wasn't for me. Even if Henry Danger had come out 15 years ago or 20 years ago, I wouldn't have cared because Dan Schneider he gave up when he did that. It was only popular because again, superhero phase. Once Phase 2 came of the MCU, superhero movies and shows were everywhere. Now we have The Boys and Invincible. Stuff you're not supposed to be watching, Little Sims. I don't care if you watch it with your parents. If you're underage, it's hard to take. All this gore and sexuality. Yeah. What, the iCarly reboot was gay? No, I said the last seasons of iCarly. They literally had an episode called Eyeballs. Carly's not in the episode, and it's a gay subplot with Spencer and some other guy in the bathroom. Wow, I didn't need to see that. I could have lived my entire life without seeing that. That's why everything is gay now, where there's a gay character in The Last of Us and Harley Quinn and freaking, Rick. Well, Rick and Morty had that. It's in everything now. Even High School Musical, the series had it, and I'm like, it's not necessary. Stop preaching, Disney and Warner Brothers and Universal. We don't care. The new iCarly, no, it's not gay. It's just I don't care about it. The new black girl in it is pansexual, which doesn't count to me. Pansexual is stupid. Sounds like you're sexually attracted to pancakes. Jeez. Well, we're about 24 minutes in, so I just got up like a half hour ago. Again, Yeah, she's fooling them because you think that she's a nice stewardess, and then when it finds out she's in cahoots with Bruce Payne, I'm like, they're both British. Of course, they're in it together. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid, guys. Have ever seen the iCarly and Victorious crossover? Yeah, I saw iParty with Victorious and the ones on Sam and Cat as well. But that's it though, because I wasn't too old. I used to watch it with my sister, but once they put the gay stuff in iCarly, I was done. I check out. It's why I haven't seen the CW in a while because the shows are not the same anymore. I'm finishing The Flash, but after that and Riverdale, I'm done. I'm not watching another show there because it's just watered down, way too dark, way too unpleasant. They cast foreigners to play American, and that's not going to work anymore. Not this year. Let me see who that black woman is. Yeah, I know I've seen her before. I hope she wasn't the one that Passenger 57. Okay. Appropriate. That's Alex Datcher. I know I've seen her before. Oh, she was in Star Trek: The Next Generation. Mhm. She's in her 50s now. Yeah, she's 60 now. She just turned 60. No, she's not the one that passed away. Yeah, she just did a thing called Trek Untold podcast. Well, no, she's still alive. The one from RoboCop 2 is the one that passed away. Are you going to do a live commentary on the Scorpion sequels? No. I don't oh, I only have 3. I'm doing the first one this month. I could do the third one like in March or April. Because I don't have the prequel. Scorpion King 2 is awful. And 4 I don't own yet, and 5 I thought was just very disappointing. 5 was just it didn't even have The Rock or Victor Webster, and it has some white guy that I never heard of, and I'm like, yeah, he was just kind of weak. And they did a lot of these kinds of movies in the '90s. You had this, and you had Air Force One was another one where a bunch of terrorism on a plane, and of course, in a way, Die Hard 2, just from a distance. Me neither, Wesley. I know. And you spell sequel wrong. You don't know how. You're 14 and you can't spell sequel is like this: Sequel. That's how you spell it, not squeals. Sequel. I have to like spell check for people now. Yep. Again, who didn't see this coming? No, the British lady is actually in cahoots. Yeah, I saw this coming from a mile away. Yeah, that lady screamed when she got out of the bathroom. Yeah, that. Ah, fuck you. You and your British ass. Yeah, and people like I'm a racist. So I don't like people that have an accent I can't understand. And that's calling me racist? No, it's not, guys. It's not their skin. It's the way they talk. They kill me. After the hobo, I already gave up. I'm like, no. If you have a British accent, you're suspect, no matter where you're from. Welsh, Britain, or Jersey, I don't care. If you sound like a Binto, you're dead to me. Pretty much. 90% of you. The other 10, I can tolerate. Just saying. That's let me paint the picture for you people that don't understand. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of those people. They're in everything. Thank God that Ant-Man 3 has no Bintos. I don't need it. I don't want it. There were too many Bintos in Phase 4. You had your loser, you had Cersei, you had freaking Kit Harington's character in Eternals, you had Ben Kingsley and Shang-Chi. He had his moments, but still, was he needed? No. And half of the people in Spider-Man No Way Home, I'm like, I get it already. Disney, we get it. Sony, we get it. Stop already. Cast people that actually fit the roles, not what country they're from. DC did it too because they did it with Superman, and now Cavill's gone. See, justice will prevail. This is the United States of America. England has no part of this. No part. How come pissed off when Dan Schneider put a transgender character? I don't care because I'm not dating that person. That person that I'm a Russian guy with no hair. I don't care. I don't care about them. I don't care. I'm not dating them, so it doesn't matter to me what their preference is. This guy looks like a model. And this is before the internet. You know, people couldn't like email each other or tweet. Dan Schneider did that to be more inclusive. Again, it's not inclusive to have, a thing on there. Yeah, no, he's not. No, he's Blade. Yep, take that. Here we go. Now the movie's kicking into high gear. Yeah, yep. I don't know. His name is Michael D. Cohen. He's Canadian. Again, I don't care. I like the black girl. She's legal now. Riley Downs. hmm I know Bruce Payne. It's Cutter, not Cotter. It's like he's saying Cotter. See, these people say the names wrong too. It's Cutter, not Cotter. You idiot. And he doesn't express himself. His face is completely flat. This is why you haven't seen Bruce Payne in the MCU because he's painful. It's Payane, not Pain. But still, he puts me in pain every time I have to see his face. That's why I haven't done a podcast or whatever. No, even Knock at the Cabin has Rupert Grint because again, Shyamalan likes to put Brits in his movies too every now and then because reasons. You're not intimidating. I don't care about transgender people. I don't know what they are. That's the thing. They're not human. They can't accept who they are. So like, no, I was born a man, so I want to be a woman now. It doesn't make any freaking sense. It doesn't, little sense. It does not. There's a lot of people in this world I don't give a shit about, and I know that. I say it right on camera because if they don't appeal to me, or if they're weird or they're crazy, I want nothing to do with it. Okay? You have to be on my level, normal. Well, mostly normal. I'm a very biased person. I've been saying that for years. I don't know why people don't understand that. That guy's in cahoots too. The black girl helps more than he does. Wesley Snipes is not stupid, guys. He knows martial arts. hmm Gecko chop, baby. Yeah. Let me enjoy this. I'm not here to answer questions. I'm here to enjoy myself. It is February. I want to enjoy myself. I'm not going to have the greatest time when I go to my brother's wedding. I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. I want to see my family again. I miss them. My other family members from Florida. Yep. Oh, yeah. Suck it. We're about a half hour in. Mm-hmm. Get to work. Yeah. And people are like, all you do is complain in these podcasts. I want to just let this out now. I don't want all this negative energy when spring starts. Once my brother moves out, it's a new era of my life. I don't have to do podcasts down here anymore in this on this bed that's broken. Yeah, my bed mattress is broken. It's got holes in it because I've had it for 10 years. Once I have a new room, I'm not gonna be in the dark no more. Hmm. This film is very fast paced. It doesn't slow down for 20 minutes. I know. He's a Brit. They're usually the scary in real life. That's why when I went to Heroes and Villains Fun Fest, I didn't say hi to Erin Richards. She's Welsh. That means she's not American. That means I have no interest in her at all. Marina Baccarin is way better looking in Gotham because she's a gorgeous woman that makes babies. What Erin Richards isn't even married yet. You know, it's not racist. It's my preference. My friend Levi can vouch for me. He doesn't like a lot of Brits either. He's not attracted to them. I don't like the accent. Sorry. Can you do a rent on the Getaway? I'm not seeing the Getaway. My favorite movie, Nephew Davis. I don't even know who that is. Judging from the fact he's killed, yeah. Bruce Payne is like Chuck Norris. He just does nothing. His acting does nothing for me. He just does express himself. He's just a blank slate. I'm not even going to look at the chat for at least. Yeah, I know. And there's no CGI in this movie either. It's just real practical blood, squibs, and people on the plane. I know. So the plane is turning to the side. Louisiana. Yeah, you could stream this movie on. There's a lot of streaming services that have this movie. How come I'm not seeing the Getaway? There's no one black in it, Little Sims, and it's I'm not interested. Just not. It's a good shot. People don't like honesty on YouTube. They want to hide behind their characters and writing. No, not me. What you see is what you get. What I say goes. I'm not a person with a script. I don't need a script. I don't need writing. I could just say what's on my mind, whether people take it or not. People are so shocked that I'm in my 30s and I'm heterosexual and I'm not part of the LGBT. I was never part of the LGBT to begin with. Never. Or I'm not autistic as well. When I do this, it's not autism, it's ADHD. It's different. That's why I can't look at the chat and watch the movie at the same time because I want to see the film. Got it? That's why. Well, you don't even move. Mm-hmm. 40 minutes in. We're about halfway through the movie. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Well, give one word of advice. Always bet on black. Hell yeah. This month, I always do. So you should be flattered, little Sims. You should be very flattered. And Josh and Anthony and Tevia, everybody else. Because this is Black History Month. I want to celebrate Black history. Ethan Hawke and Selena Gomez are not black, so this is disqualified. The Getaway, I can't review it this month, and I'm not watching it, period. Yeah, take that. How come you're turning off the chat for Scorpion King? I don't want to hear it. I just don't. If you want to leave comments, you have to wait till it's uploaded because I want one day of peace when I do a podcast. That way, I don't have to read anything. Just saying. I'm leaving it off. I'm not changing my mind. I just like to do things in peace. I don't want to have to come on here and then people that as soon as I start the podcast, 5 seconds in, there's like 15 words up there. It's just words. Can't hurt me. Yep, they're landing the plane. I don't even remember half of this movie because again, I hadn't seen it in many years. Mainly because there was no special features, no commentary, no documentary, no featurettes, no deleted scenes, nothing. Just a bare bones DVD from 1998. It's widescreen. That's one of the only things that keeps it from being a VHS tape. Do you respect my opinion on Henry Danger? Yes, but don't talk about it again in the next podcast. Good stunt work, by the way. That's right, girl. Mm-hmm. Bruce Greenwood, he was the voice of Batman in some of the DC animated films. So, yeah, he was the one of the first Canadian voice actors to voice Batman before Will Arnett. Mm-hmm. I'm Batman. Yeah. Oh, yep. You do that nowadays, you get canceled. 45 minutes in. They're just arresting him because he's a black man. You don't demand anything. No. You're going to die, Bruce Payne. Hell no. See, that's why the UK always gets attacked. Because they can't keep their nose out of other people's businesses. Yeah, I know. They think they won't get caught, but the long arm of the law will always catch you. Yes. They're in Louisiana. I've never been there. Exactly. They always think black men are suspicious. What was Nickelodeon compared to Disney or Cartoon Network? Well, they've been making better content than Disney because last year Paramount Plus was much better than Disney Plus because they gave me less aggravating content. These are, Bruce Payne is just the most boring actor, man. One of the most boring Brintos I've ever seen. When Gary Oldman did this in Air Force One, he was scary because he killed people on camera. He didn't do it off screen or to talk like this, like he was out of his mind. I don't know. Yeah, racist white guys. This music sounds weird though. Who did the score? It wasn't James Horner this time. Um, co-produced. It doesn't say, but the music sounds like a Seinfeld episode, and they came out around the same time. So that's awesome. For Bimble, my name is Earl. Get it? Are you okay, John? Yeah, I'm just watching the film. We're almost done. No other choice. You saw they're in a carnival. Kistikata. He's just a boring actor. Like I could barely hear his dialogue. This is why he failed in Dungeons and Dragons and back in the year 2000. They gave him blue lipstick, and he's bald and he doesn't do anything. You saw rides. Hmm. What grade would you give Bella Thorne? An A or an F? An F, because I don't care about her at all. Never liked her acting in anything. The teddy bear is cute. Budweiser, there's some product placement in the movie. Tabasco sauce. Where the sycamore trees and the pine Jesus. Budweiser has a lot of product placement in this movie. They have Bud Light and Bud Man, and yeah, there's a lot of Bud, a lot of probably alcoholics that are in that area that want to promote their beer, even though I don't drink beer. This movie came out 30 years ago. I say don't care too much because again, what else am I supposed to say? Not for me, not my cup of tea. I don't drink tea. I don't care what he says. Ooh, mic drop. There's more Pepsi product placement, but it's in the background. It's not like a Michael Bay movie where it's shot. In a Michael Bay movie, a Bud Light, they have to pick it up and drink it on the camera. Why? Because sponsorship money. This movie didn't have that. This movie did not have $100 million budget. Back in '92, no movie cost that much except for Terminator 2. This carnival looks kind of fun. Diet Pepsi. You're mine, Binto. No, you killed the clown, you evil J.J. Abrams. Get out of here. You saw don't shoot the cow, whatever you do. That's a good stunt, too. I'm not a fan, little Sim. See, I said something different. Not for me. She looks like a dude, and Bella. It's sad when Bella Ramsey's a better Bella, and I'm not crazy about her in Last of Us, but at least she can act better than Bella Thorne. Thorne plays the same thing, the slutty, annoying chick in everything she's in or whatever she is. I don't care. I'm not a fan. The stunt work in this movie is a lot better than critics gave it credit for. Take that, evil J.J. Abrams. Yep, that was for Force Awakens. Mm-hmm. You missed. Is that a Confederate flag? Yeah, it is, because it's the South. I wish I was in Dixie. Hooray, hooray. In Dixieland, I'll take a stand, live and die in Dixie. Away, away, the live and die in Dixie. Yeah, I remember that song. I've been to Dixie. I went to Florida when I was a kid a lot. I haven't been to Louisiana or Alabama or Georgia, but I want to go there. Hey, people will treat me right. I'm not going to say, hey, look at this guy of color. I'm like, I'm an American citizen. I could go wherever I want. So, people keep thinking I'm a 12-year-old boy. I'm not anymore. Gecko chop, baby. Yeah. I love that. Yep. You can't out muscle Wesley Snipes. You and your non-acting ass. Yeah, that's why I haven't done sweepers yet, because again, he's the villain in that movie too, with like a bad American accent. He was in Howling Six. Yeah, that was the movie he was in. Wesley has a lot of charisma. It's too bad he couldn't pay his taxes, and look what happened. He was in prison for like 3 years. It's too bad that cost him a lot of his career, but he's doing fine now. Would love to see him in Blade again, or in some other like film. How would you feel if they had a Zendaya marathon on Disney Channel? Well, it's not going to happen now because she's doing films now. I already got Zapped, and Casey Undercover. I watch it on Disney Plus. She's got the most attractive legs. And I preferred Wesley in this movie over because you see him in this, and his performance is really strong. And then you see him in Demolition Man, and he's a cartoon. He has blonde hair, and he's just too much. He's a cartoon character. That's why the movie didn't do as well. This movie's much better. Yeah, that was so lame. This guy doesn't blink. He's like, mask. Yeah, everybody got to wear masks. I know it does. I know. I just saw that about an hour ago. This film is actually shorter than that SpongeBob movie, mainly because, again, this director knew when to edit out things that you didn't need in the film, like an exposition scene. There was one flashback in the movie, not 14. With DC, they go overboard with the flashbacks. They have to do like 10. I'm like, no, you don't need it. Yeah, it's 11/11. It's almost I guess you don't care about getting Disney Channel shows on DVD because why? They're on Disney Plus. Most of them are intact there. Some of them are edited, and others are they're missing episodes because controversy. I mean, there's two Sweet Life episodes not on Disney Plus because one is about dyslexia and the other has Chris Brown. Of course, it's going to be censored. Oh, trust me, I would love that. He would take advantage. 'Cause I would. This would have been like if John McClane had Hans Gruber in a chair, and then we was like throwing him on the wall. I'm like, no, kill the villain off. Then the movie's over. You know, you ignored my comment. You're getting Casey undercover. I read it. Got it. Why do people like to tell me what to do? I'm like, I'm a grown man. No one tells me what to do. A rebel. I do things my way. That's the only way I know how to do it. Yeah, he's a boring villain. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. The worst part of this film is Bruce Payne. At least Elizabeth Hurley doesn't have as much dialogue, so she's just there. She's part of the plot. Him is like, I'm gonna talk like this for the whole movie, like I'm on Quaaludes. I'm like, again, can't you move your face? Geez, if Jim Carrey was the villain in this movie, he would have been a cartoon, and that would have been more personality in the movie. Snipes has more personality in those big eyes of his, and this guy going, I'm on Quaaludes. I can't move my face. My face was frozen last week, and I could still move my face. Gas masks. We're almost done, guys. Trust me, it's not very long. Thank God this movie's not 2.5 hours. Because 2012, that was a hard podcast to do. Not because the movie was painful, but it's long. 2 hours and 22 9 minutes. You feel it when you're sitting that long. But when it's an hour and 20, nothing. It's a breeze. Who's doing that? Is that idiot again? That sniper, the guy from the earlier. Good explosion. Because with Michael Bay, he just likes to blow everything up, not just cars and planes and buildings, but everything. Like he could blow up a freaking farmhouse and it wouldn't make any sense. Yep. Goodbye. We're almost done. That's racist. So I was in high school. Where, where are you from anyway, Little Sims? Like, what state are you from? I forgot. Now I'm asking you the questions. This is not better than Die Hard 2, but it's still better than a lot of action movies today on a plane. Because plane, that looked like a movie I could stream on Netflix or HBO Max or something. I don't have to watch it in the theaters. Too, it was too cold. Last week was a freaking nightmare. Because last Friday and Saturday it was like 10 degrees out. It was horrible. Hmm. I know, Tom Sizemore. You didn't have to say it twice. We're almost done. Oh, please. Mm, thank you. Yeah, he deserved that. Take a look at us now. Hmm. The movie, it's in its last 5 or 10 minutes. It does, the plane lands, it gets a little bit slow, but then it kicks back into action. But like I said, it's an underrated film. I said I earlier, I recommend this film. There we go. That's right. Oh yeah, take this. Yep, take that. Eat a golf club right in your face. Bombs. An hour and 14. Yep, always bet on black because a black lead. Nowadays, black leads are pretty much taking over Hollywood because I'm like, they want to be more diverse, but you can't force it. You have to have it be natural. Nobody cared about a black effeminate lead in Strange World. It just didn't work because it was forced. Disney. Yep, he hit a woman, but he didn't. He didn't kill her. Oh man, That's great. He said, throw her out the window." That's fantastic. Yeah, see, because Elizabeth Hurley's not annoying here. You should watch Baby Boy. Yeah, but I'm not gonna. I'm not doing a podcast for it. It's like 2 hours long, so I'm gonna wait until the end of the month if I have to, because this month is short. So okay, now it's time to pay the piper, Binto. There's no nudity in the film, which is fine. You don't need it, but there's a lot of blood for a '90s film. Here we go. Yep, a low blow. At least I don't have to do another podcast for a Bruce Payne movie. That's for sure. Because he's not in Anacondas 2. Get off my plane. I love that line in Air Force One. Yep. Goodbye. Let's see you survive that, UK bitch. Ha. Yep. Because yeah, President's Day is next week, so it's about us, not them. Yep. He kicked it. Yep. He's dead. Hell yeah. Yep. That was great. He kicked him right out the window. No CGI. He falls to his death, just like the ending of RoboCop, where Dick Jones gets blasted out of the window. That's great. Brittany Elizabeth Curran is way beautiful than Della Thorne. I agree with that, Spider Man. Even though you made it to the end, of, who, that's Arsenio Hall. Yeah, even though that's what he looks like. Yeah. So the plane lands and then the movie's over. See, it's pretty short. Glad I got to do this podcast and that it didn't cost me anything but time. But the flight assistant with that sexy short hair. An hour and 20 minutes. See, it's not very long, and that's great. Yeah, Elizabeth Hurley doesn't die. She gets arrested. Yep, we'll see you in Austin Powers, the first one, and then in a cameo in the second one. Yeah, walking is better for the environment. Fireworks. And that's how the movie ends, an hour and 21 minutes in. So thanks for watching, guys. The few you that did. Little Sims always here, so that's something dependable. And the film is underrated. I think it's a film that needs more love, and it needs a better Blu-ray or DVD or digital copy, because on DVD it's just bare bones. It's got nothing on it, and it's a shame because it's a nail-biting adventure sensation. I agree with that, but watch it for yourself and tell me what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next podcast. It won't be a podcast tomorrow. I got to do the laundry, so. But thanks for watching this one. And yeah, see you in the next one.